Absolutely fantastic.
Daylex.
Oh, yes.
Powerful.
Power.
Joe Jackson, everybody.
Everybody's there. Everybody's fine.
I love it. Yesterday, the Minister of Finance went to Parliament. I want to read a few things he said. It was a brief statement on coronavirus before we come to your presentation. Mr. Speaker, permit me to use this opportunity to provide an update to this august House on the fiscal implications of coronavirus and the measures being put in place to pay depositors. He says, even though events of the coronavirus are still unfolding, preliminary analysis undertaken by the ministry shows that the virus will impact negatively on petroleum receipts due to the collapse of international crude oil prices, custom receipts, other receipts, expenditure, health-related, and financing conditions on the fiscal front. More generally, it is affecting our tourism, travel and conference, FDI, international trade, food and nutrition, and poverty reduction. Then he says, measures are being put in place to close the financing gap in the 2020 budget that could result from the impact of the coronavirus. This may include withdrawal from the Ghana Stabilization Fund occasioned by anticipated shortfall in annual budget funding. We will come to this House to seek for approval. We are also discussing with the World Bank to tap into a $12 billion World Bank Group fast-track COVID-19 facility. When you hear the word facility, it means it's money they are lending to help close the financing gap. In addition, we are discussing with the IMF to access part of a $10 billion facility. All right, let's come to Ken. So Ken and Ken, I remember I interviewed the two of you in 2016.
Yes,
Ken and Ken. He became minister.
Well, yes, maybe you never know. There's still hope for me.
So, what do you make of where we are with this? As a businessman, what do you make of this?
First, let me say that really we should be at a war footing. This is war, and really we have to thank Honorable Nanado for recognizing it very quickly enough and putting the measures in place. It's good for people like me. I'm over 50. I'm slightly overweight. I have high blood pressure. If it gets me, I'm dead. and you may survive. And from what I hear, people die from the complications.
Yes.
And the complications require ventilators, extra. So if this thing gets out of hand, we're in trouble. We'll put a lot of pressure on the health system. So far, we've been told that the economy has been shut down. Things have been shut down for 4 weeks on review. If you really want to know what will happen, watch CNN. Yes, it's totally out of our control. And if you think about China, this thing started in January and we're March. We've also got to remember that the measures we put in place were not because we wanted them, it was because of things happening outside the country. So unless that changes, I don't see how, we will change. We can't change. So prepare yourself for the long haul. It's not going to be 4 weeks. It's going to be much longer.
You think so?
Well, I can only base it on what is available on CNN.
It'll be more than 4 weeks.
It has to be more than 4 because if the hot spots are still hot, we can't do anything about it. In the US, they expect that even up to 1.2 million people will die. That's what they're saying. In the worst case, they expect over 130 million people to be infected. They say that it will go into the summer. So 4 weeks.
So the president or whoever is announcing the 4 weeks is not really in control.
No. But we put in the measures because of something that was happening outside the country. If the things are happening outside the country haven't changed, of course, we can't do anything about it.
Wow.
So, prepare yourself for the long haul so you don't get disappointed. Because if you're thinking that in 4 weeks' time things will come back to normal, then I don't see how that's going to happen. If the people in America are saying that will come to summer, if the Italians, there are still infections, there are more deaths. Today I read that there were 475 something deaths, I think yesterday. If it hasn't changed, what's going to change in Ghana? And this thing is so serious. We have to do everything we can to make sure it doesn't come to our shores.
So the critical thing is to prevent infections in here.
We have to do everything possible. Because if it happens, our systems are going to be under a lot of pressure.
We can't cope.
Well, let's say it will be stretched.
Okay, let's start what we know about the economy so far. What has happened so far globally with the travel chaos and all these things? What is your analysis of what this means for our economy now?
No, okay. So let's say that we're all running a race. We're all running. We're not running. So we're all running to in a race, and we're running towards a better Ghana. What is happening is that we've been asked to reduce. We're running to reduce to a crawl, and in the crawl, some of us will not get there, and some people will die. Economically, that's what it means.
From running to crawling.
To crawling, and some people will die. Basically, that's what it means. I mean, I remember as I was coming on this program, my brother-in-law said, "Give us hope." Well, I mean, it is what it is. It's not mine saying. That's what it is. Because you shut down for 4 weeks, things come to a halt, and unfortunately, some people will die. Some businesses will die, and that's the reality. The thing about it, too, is well, you might as well be dead.
Wow.
The thing about it too is that you might as well be dead. The thing about it too is that it's not going to be 4 weeks. It can't be 4 weeks. It's not possible. China is nearly 3 months, and Ghana is 4 weeks. It's not possible. It's not possible. I'm not a statistician, but common sense tells me it's not possible. So let's prepare ourselves for the long haul.
Wow. Which sector will... Obviously, which are the sectors that will start dying? Since you are saying they're going to be dead, now I'll go first.
I think we need to start running through the sectors.
Okay.
Then we'll see. But of course, there'll be layoffs.
Yeah.
There's effects along the value chain. Some salaries will not be paid. There'll be bankruptcies. But overall, there'll be winners and there should be losers. There'll be winners and losers.
There'll be some winners.
Yeah, there's of course going to be
some people will benefit.
Oh yes. There's some people now in the Bahamas with their laptops and their tablets and just counting their money. But we'll get there. But let's start from government.
Yes.
The government of Ghana's the oil price has crashed.
Yes.
It's now I hear the budget was 60%. Was $60 now? It's 31.
So we are losing $29 per barrel.
Yes.
Already.
It's
for our oil.
So revenue has crashed. Import duties, we depend a lot on import duties for revenue. That's crashed. It's crashed, yes. And remember that the government is the largest player in the economy. It's the biggest employer, is the biggest spender. So whatever happens in the government space is critical. And already we're saying that 3 items, our interest on loans, our wages and salaries and statutory payments, almost over 95% of our income. So this is serious.
And don't forget the free SHS, the money is from the oil.
Let's not even go there. Then you have people that are exploring for oil. When you are doing oil explorations, you can only break even at a certain price. And exploring our oil is expensive because you got to go offshore. So suddenly a lot of those operations become uneconomic. So
already Talo is laying off.
Thank you. So the projections that you made for your inflow are not going to come in. So what happens? There are layoffs, there are delays.
And there's no new exploration.
Exactly, new exploration, because it doesn't make sense.
Planned money also deferred.
Okay. And, although a lot of the oil money investment comes in and goes out, at least there's a little that, we benefit from. So that's all gone.
Then there's the next one is the remittances.
Well, one of the top 5 flows of foreign currency to this country is remittances.
Private remittances.
Private remittances, yes. And we're being told that about 20%, there are going to be about 20% job losses in the States. Jesus. Do you know what that means?
20% job losses in the US?
That's what they're saying in the West case. Do you know what that means? So all those people that are waiting for their uncle or their brother or their father to send them $20 or $30 is gone.
Wow.
No, but think about it. I mean, let's think about it. All that remittances is gone. People building houses, they send money in a trickle to build houses. That's gone. So that's huge impact. Government taxes on that is gone. Then
churches have closed, schools have closed.
Churches, one of the growth sectors in this economy, if you can call it growth sector, is the churches.
The religious sector.
Yes, it's a growth
sector.
It's a growth sector, my friend. Because if you see every 3 billboards, 2 will be a religious one. So think of all the people doing the billboards. Think of the people selling holy water.
And they won't go to church for.
Exactly. Think of the people selling olive oil. Think of the people renting chairs, canopies.
So this is even the informal economy.
Exactly.
People will feel it directly.
Exactly. People, chairs. Think of the people that sell bread in the morning at the church service.
Borges olive oil.
Borges, yeah. Don't talk about Borges. That's my family business. So,
it will suffer.
Yeah, it will suffer. You know,
No
but that's
more
the reality.
anointing.
No more anointing.
Uh-huh. So the religious sector is large. It's a growth sector.
Oh, it's a growth sector. With the importers, when people think about importers, they think about large importers. But, you know, there are a lot of people that depend on some importer to bring in some product for them to sell somewhere in Sridru to make some income. That's gone. Because there's nothing coming in for you to sell.
Wow.
That's gone.
So then there's the import sector will suffer. And then education, schools have closed.
Schools have closed. You know, the thing is that when people talk about the effect, they don't think of the value chain. The fruit seller, the cocoa seller, the people that supply rice, the transporters, the Goro boys. It's all gone. Because there's nothing.
Wow.
It's all gone. You know, so this morning I was speaking to a friend of mine who runs a hotel. Occupancy is down to 10%. He has no funerals.
Not by, but to.
Two, yes.
To 10%.
10%, less than 10%. So he's got no funerals, no foreign guests, no parties, no weddings.
Wow.
Nobody at the bar. And the thing about a hotel is that even if there's one person, you're going to have to put on your air conditioning. The air conditioner is going to run, your generator is running. Meanwhile, the hotel is empty.
The kitchen has to cook.
The kitchen has to cook. Nobody at the buffet. So think about it. He's got staff. He's got to pay salaries. He has a bank loan that he's got to pay. So what does he do? That's trouble. Then you have all those people doing photography, still the chairs, all those people doing the, what do you call these things in your studio? The props, the stage, the sets, decorators, all those people doing the dresses, sewing the suits, it's all gone.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's gone.
So the hotel industry on its knees.
The hotel industry on its knees.
People say we don't have a national airline, so the airline industry, we shouldn't be too concerned.
But you got to remember that when the airlines come in, they use some of our services. They use little bits of catering.
Okay.
Little bits of catering. I'm sure there's cleaning, staff on the aircraft. There's even they even have people. A lot of those that check you in are not actually directly employed by the airline staff. They're employed by somebody else. So those people could lose their jobs. So right across the economy, things are looking south. Really, things are looking south.
So, aren't there anybody benefit? Who's going to benefit from this?
Okay, so now everything is looking south. People are staying at home. The people that are out in Bahamas with their laptops and their tablets are things like the telecom companies. There's data.
The telecom people will benefit.
They'll benefit. There's data. Everybody's buying data. Mobile money agents, they benefit.
They'll do well.
They do well. Voice data, they'll do well. Media houses, to the extent that you provide good content, you'll be able to build some audience that will follow you, yes, in future.
So, guys, we will not go home.
Yeah.
I'm telling my team,
Yeah,
if we do good